Hey, what's going on, people, and welcome to a Talking Point. It's been a long time since I've done one of these, but in today's episode, I'm going to go over should Battlefield 5 have been a modern day thing, and here are the reasons why. So, as I said, the question is, should Battlefield 5 or Battlefield V, BFV, whatever it's going to be called, should that have been a modern day shooter instead of a World War II shooter instead? And if you do go ahead to enjoy, or if you've got your own thoughts towards this also, then comment down below. Remember to like and subscribe for more of this type of stuff. I will try and do as many of these type of things as I can for any game that I kind of feel like needs one of these type of things. So I will get straight into this with, I think, yes, it should have been a modern day shooter. Mainly because they haven't actually done a modern day next gen only shooter. Like there was Battlefield 4, which got ported to next gen. It started off on 360 first, so that means they could only do so much with it. And then it's the same with Hardline as well. That is literally just an expansion pack of Battlefield 4, and they've essentially done exactly the same. They've just gone, oh, here's Battlefield 4, and here's Hardline, which is just a little bit more added to it, but at the same time, we're bringing it out on 360 as well as Xbox One. It's like, that makes no sense, and I feel a little bit disheartened from that one, because Battlefield Hardline actually did just feel like a proper, just a bigger DLC pack, essentially, for what you actually got for 2 years of playing that game. It's literally just a DLC pack. I did like the story in it. The story in it was really good until you got to the later bits. The start of the story was really good, I will say. It was a simple concept, but it did really well, is the thing. But for like Battlefield 4 did not start very well at all. Like, it, out of anything else, that was probably one of the worst starts to a Battlefield game in a long time. It just didn't work. The beta really didn't work. So from that to go to Battlefield 1, I think they did really well towards that one. But then I think out of everybody else as well who has actually just seen the trailers to Battlefield V or Battlefield 5, I think everybody else feels like it's exactly the same as what they've already just done. Where it's just Battlefield 1, but Battlefield V is just an expansion pack, a bigger expansion pack to what Battlefield 1 previously was. Yes, it's set in a different time and a different setting, but from what they've actually previously gone from, like 2 years ago, there's not that much difference towards graphically. They've just added in maps, a little bit more of a mechanic towards it, and they've just updated the time period. That's literally all they've done. Like, there's no graphic enhancements to it. There's no, I don't know, different settings properly. There's no different settings. They could literally just remodel some of the stuff that they've done in 1, or maybe they've just gotten a lot of expansions towards it, and they've just think like, well, we can just profit from this really well, because it is EA. Like, I know DICE, yes, make the game, but EA do take over a lot of their stuff if it is a first-party type of thing. If it's a third-party, they don't do anything towards it. Everything that they earn off, like, I don't know what games it was, like Unraveled and stuff like that, those go to developers and not EA. Like, EA only gets games from Battlefield, Need for Speed, FIFA, the sports ones. That's how they make their money. So they kind of think, like, what will sell better? Should they go for something that they've previously done, or should they go for something that's probably more realistic that should have really been done? And they've kind of just gone for the simple option because, the assets that they probably already got, they can just reuse that one. So that means they don't have to remake everything completely. But towards everything else, it's like modern day shooters, a rare thing is the point in that one. Like, for Xbox One, there is no, I can't think of any modern day, like proper modern day shooters that are around right now. Like, I think the closest thing that we've got right now is probably Black Ops 4, which is a literal first next gen modern day shooter, which is insane to think that is the closest thing we've got, and that's still set in the future. Like, it makes no sense. I don't know why Battlefield didn't do it, because they could have done Bad Company 3, that could have been modern day, or they could have done a Battlefield 5 as a modern day thing. Instead of calling it Battlefield V and making it a world war, they could have done Battlefield 5 and just done it as like a now setting instead of anything else. Because yes, that could have done a lot of like politics towards a couple of things. But it's one of those games where I feel like it has to go back to modern day to actually show what they can do is the thing. So like towards Battlefield 4 and Battlefield Hardline, those are both on previous gens. There hasn't been a standalone next gen modern day shooter from EA just yet. I think like probably the closest thing is probably Titanfall 2 for them, and that's miles off. That's miles off from modern day. Like modern day gives so much more stuff to people, and it kind of gives everybody else like ways to do stuff. Like it kind of brings back what the feeling was from everything else. Or if not even like a new setting, just make a remastered of something. Please. Because that's literally what they've done already, which is a pain, really. But if they did make a remaster, like, personally, I would love to have Battlefield 3 as a remastered thing for next-gen graphics. Like, that would be amazing out of anything. Like, that would be the epitome of I love EA again. Like, I think they've got the worst year for how they're making games. Because for Battlefield 5, the trailers are shocking. Literally shocking. And for Battlefield 1, they were amazing. That's because they're different producers, they're different people who are making the trailers. So that means they kind of don't get how the last one got sold to how this one is not going to get sold. Because I don't know how their brains have worked towards that one. They've kind of just gone, I don't know, I'm just going to make it like this. And it's nowhere near good enough for what the game should be, is the thing. So, like, compared to the Battlefield 3 reveals, where that just got revealed in little segments of literally, I think it was the first mission that you could do, they just revealed a little bit of that, an actual gameplay trailer, instead of just, oh, here it is in-engine. In-engine's not good enough, I think, anymore. I think people want to see what it's like in-game, no matter what. Just, if it's a first-person shooter, they want in-game stuff. They don't want a bloody engine running it instead of it. They would rather see it on a PC, so that means they know, yes, it's going to be a little bit less for consoles, but it's still going to run pretty well. Or they go for PC for the, a gameplay trailer, Xbox One for gameplay trailer, and PlayStation 4 for gameplay trailer. They just do different stuff. They do like 3 separate trailers, gameplay trailers, actual gameplay, and then so that means people can see how it actually performs. Like, it does perform on this in these graphics, and it still looks amazing is the thing, because they could do so much with it. And Battlefield 4 was so good in that way. Like, after I don't know what it was at the start of the game, for however the hell they actually made that one, the broken field, that one, it was a very hard time to go back. But then people are still playing modern day Battlefield 4 right now. Same with Battlefield 3 as well. I feel like more people are playing that instead of Battlefield 1, and Battlefield 1 has only just come out. Like, yeah, nobody's playing Hardline because Hardline sucked, and it made no sense to just drive around cars and just get it shot after just picking up the cars. It made no sense at all. But for Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 3, those have probably got more people playing it, I will say that. And it is, I miss it. That's literally the end of it. Just I miss that. So if they don't make it up to everybody else, like with Bad Company 3 or Battlefield 5 with a remaster of 3 or remastered maps of 3 in Battlefield 5 for a modern day thing on Battlefield 6 now, I would guess, or it's anything, they're just going to go for Vietnam because of how they've made it. Vietnam probably be more logical, but I would rather have a modern day thing. But hope you guys enjoy. I know it's a little bit of a rant, and I kind of just pushed out my thoughts of what I think should have happened for Battlefield. But if you do enjoy, or if you've got anything towards, well, anything towards this topic, comment it down below. Message me on Xbox, anything like that. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. And I don't know when that's going to be for these type of videos, but if you do enjoy, please remember to like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next one. So, peace out.